Hi. So you watched me put this on in the last video, which was actually just like an hour ago. But I did eat since then. So I'm going to go ahead and use one of these just to make sure I don't have whatever on my nails. I have a garbage can over here by my desk. I still have this though too. So this mix is by Vicky and it's gorgeous. And this mix is by Nick with Glitter Bomb mixes. Vicky is no longer mixing. Nick still mixes. I think both of these are gorgeous. But I like to wear these two fingers the same and then these two fingers the same, or these fingers the same or these fingers the same. So if I wear this one, I could put these two on. But this one I like to double. And I know I don't have enough to double this on my thumb and both of my ring fingers. So I think I'm going to do some kind of conglomeration out of this. I was thinking I might put these on this finger and this on this finger and then these two on this finger, and then save one of these for next time and put this with this on my middle fingers. Or something like that, because I have two pinkies. I'm trying to figure out. And I also have this, which is in this mix. I think this one is the original, and I think this one was the remake, because this looks more pale to me. I think it matches better. You see that it looks a little different. Isn't that wild? Anyway. And I don't have this. This is Fairy Lights or something like that. But I do have Raise Your Voice that I can use if I need to do that on a nail. I'm still trying to decide. I might be able to turn this sideways and use both thumbs and put the other one on here. And I could put that one on here. But then I would have to choose which one of those colors that I want to use instead of using both, or I would have to use this. So I want to put these on these two fingers. So we'll just start with that. I don't love the way she packages hers because it's hard to tell which sizes I have. I think this is the 3 and the 5, and I think this is the 4 and the 6, but I'm not sure. But we'll just do these first. Yeah, I think that's the 4 and the 6 strip. I think I want this one on this finger. So I probably wouldn't have put Ibiza because I feel like it has orange glitter in it somehow. I think there actually is some orange glitter in there. But it's really pretty with this. It's very bold and bright, and I feel like this isn't as bold and bright. So we'll see what happens if it looks weird once it's on. Okay, I think what I'm going to do, since I have two, is just go ahead and stretch it really good. Because this feels like it's in really good condition. And I have some more of this in my freezer too. I actually do better with the 6 strip on both of these fingers. But obviously in a mix, you're not going to get 2 6 strips. It's highly unlikely. That's not long enough. Which I figured it wouldn't be, but that's fine. I just have to really stretch the 3 strip. And I've had this, you guys, for like probably 2 years. And it's still in this crazy good condition. I feel like the Mylar does a better job than I feel like this does a better job than this. Which is why I store these types of things in the freezer. Okay. I might be able to make that work. I'm pretty sure I bought this 2 years ago, but it might be a year ago. She doesn't write anything on the back of hers. I feel like she's one of the original mixers. I feel like a lot of the mixers have stopped. We have new mixers now. Like I've been mixing for 2 years in January, but there's quite a few that have stopped, or they've decided to only mix like infrequently. feel like it's kind of a creative outlet for me. And it supports my habit. I didn't cut that too weird, but if it doesn't fit, I have another strip I can stretch. It feels really weird. So earlier when I was on, the kids were at recess, and they're still at recess. No, I'm kidding. I'm pretty sure that that was like morning recess. But the elementary school behind me, I mean, there's 5 grades, right? So they kind of stagger their recesses. Like they don't all go at the same time. So there's probably kids outside for a good 2 hours. It's just different grades of kids. And I know that because I used to work at a school. You don't want your kindergartners out with your 5th graders. It's just a recipe for disaster. I used to work as a para at one of the low-income schools where I lived, close to where I lived, and having kids more than a 2-year span usually just made it so that kids got hurt more often because the older kids don't always realize how rough they're playing with the little kids. Isn't that pretty? I really like that together. I don't feel like this would go together though. My other option was to use this on my pinky and then this on my pointer finger, like the rest of it. But I'm hoping my nails are short enough, or I could just keep that end. I think I'm going to take this pinky out of here and stick these in here for later, like one of the thumbs or something. I had extra of this, but I think I used it all. See, isn't that gorgeous? I think these might be a little sticky, actually. So when you think they might be sticky, you want to be careful. Oh, my last manicure, what did I have on? With the, it was like a gold, hold on, I can't think. I didn't get it over far enough on this side. Gold and the purple, or like the champagne-y color that had the intricate purple design. That's what I just took off today. I put 2, I probably would have left it on for a couple more days, but I put 2 of these on because it did start to crack after a day, and I didn't feel like putting Claire's Day over the top. I didn't feel really great already. So I wonder if I was gonna put white underneath of this. Damn it. I bet that would have shown up a lot better. I don't just have like white. But I think I'm going to go find white because do you guys see how much clearer that is? Okay, in my inventory, or whatever you want to call it, apparently I need to get more white because the only thing I had was that fancy white glitter that came out with like the ballerina stuff and Home Sweet Home, which I love Home Sweet Home. But I don't know that I wanted to use it as a base, but that's okay. I do have to stretch this. I'm going to try to only stretch it on... Oh, I ripped it a little bit. That's annoying. I was trying to only stretch it on the other side, not the side that had the hearts, but the blank side. Okay, do you see the difference between that one and that one? See how much more vibrant that is? I feel like I could have gotten it over a tiny bit further. Do you see that? I think this got a little dried out. That's what I think happened. Come on. This is, I believe, the set with the flower, with the hearts, I believe is for suicide prevention awareness. And I absolutely just love the art on this. It's one of the prettiest ones. One of my brothers died. He was very young. And the cops labeled it suicide, even though I think it was a little more complicated than that. But he'd made some poor life decisions. And he wasn't willing to get help. He had horrible migraines that were not treated, and the doctors couldn't really help him with that. So he began to experiment with other things, and he was only with us about a year after that. That looks better.
So hopefully you guys can see the difference, but I don't know. After I show you this one, then I think you'll be able to see it. And this is slightly sheer, so if I would have put it over like this, it probably would have done that too, but I don't have enough of that. So I was interrupted. So hopefully I finished my train of thought. Anyway, that's a little bit wrinkled. Don't do that. The one thing that I do try to do when I layer over white is make sure that I'm not having that show through on the edges, because I feel like that looks so bad. So I really love these together. I'm glad I put white under. Do you guys see the difference with the white versus the non-white? It doesn't look darker. It just looks, I feel like it looks more crisp. Like the design looks a little more crisp to me. I also won't have to worry about it cracking. So there's also that. Okay, so this one didn't sit out, so hopefully it won't tear. And that'll be my Nilfi hand, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, just kidding. No, I'm really going to use my left hand for my Nilfi hand. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. Sorry, my brain is like off in La La Land right now. Because I have a cold and I couldn't stop coughing at like 6. So I just got up. I should have taken a nap this morning and then I forgot about it. So, but I'm not doing much of anything today. I'm doing my nails and like a load of laundry and that's it. So yeah, for whatever that's worth. I'm trying to decide if I want to use the glitter dip on my thumbs. I really don't know if I want 3 layers of glitter. It sounds like maybe not the best choice. But I feel like this looks like snow, like in the sunshine or ice or something. I feel like they did a really good job with this one. And it was in the catalog for a while, like the core catalog, but it's not anymore. But you can find it
in D-Stash. Like I paid $4 for this set. I don't feel like you can find it as much as you used to be able to, but I don't know that it was loved, like super loved, like I like it. I feel like it's a really good, like I wouldn't wear it just like that. I think that looks weird, but as a base for other things, it's gorgeous. Like putting an overlay over the top or whatever. Especially like a colored overlay. That would be really pretty. Come off of me. Remember, this is going to go down and have something over the top of it, so it doesn't have to be full coverage. It just has to be really close to full coverage. I did originally pull out a large thumb, and then I was like, but wait. Plus these sets, these are what I would consider old school glitter. All of these are actually, like every single one of these except for, nope, I think all of the ones that I put on are old school glitter. I don't know about this one because I haven't opened it, but I think it is. This one is not an old school glitter. I can't remember what that's called, but that's like a weird where they just put the glitter on top. It's not like throughout the strip, like throughout the layers of the strip. Like these are all just basically straight up glitter that are held together with some kind of solution or whatever. Both of these ones are. And I think this one is definitely also like that. These just have a black, they have a black base. Okay, what am I doing now? My thumbs. See what I'm talking about, guys? I'm telling you. This is a little bit melty. So I'm wondering if I want to put it on like that. Because then another time I can put this on like sideways somehow. I wonder if I could get away with doing it like that. Stretch it somehow. I think that's over way more. Like this side is over more than this side. It will be next year's problem. And I did that backwards. I don't want to put this away without the covering on it because it makes it stick. It will stick to whatever I put it with. I don't know that this will fit in here. Let's try to do it the correct way this time, shall we? This looks very sticky. That's a bummer. Somewhat melty anyway right there. This will make it easier to get off, I believe. I could have gone a little bit higher. I hope you guys can hear me. My husband says I'm about as loud as a unicorn fart. And when I don't feel good, I get even more quiet. So I apologize for that. You should be able to hear me. When I do my editing, I'll try to make it a little bit louder. When I edit, I try to check my volume against like a random YouTube video of somebody that has a lot of followers to make sure my volume is good. That was my husband's idea. He was like, why don't you just do this? Because I didn't think about that. I swear my husband's a genius. It's part of the reason why I married him. But my mic is right here. You see it? I feel like it kind of disappears in that dark corner with the shadow. I'm assuming you can hear those kids playing outside because they're really loud. But it's so nice outside that I wanted my window open. It's probably the last bell, actually, that she's going to whistle for. I don't even think they have actual bells. I think they just blow the whistle when it's time to go inside. That's a lot of pressure on those poor paras out there. Come on. See, I like how it's more in the middle. It'll still like lean the other way, but I'm hoping it will not be as noticeable. Apparently I cut that way too short somehow. That's not awesome. I don't know how I managed to do that. I was sure I measured it. It's probably going to shrink weird. I haven't even used this yet today because these are all so melty. My husband and I watched The Materialists or something like that, which is about this matchmaker who matches up basically rich people. And it was supposed to be a romantic comedy, and my husband and I were just like, we kept waiting for it to be funny. It was never funny. Kind of sad. Like the lady left her 5-year relationship because they fought about money all the time because he didn't make enough money. But she finally gets back together with him after dating this super rich guy. And there wasn't anything wrong with this super rich guy. He treated her really well. He was nice, but they didn't love each other. They just were there because, you know, the math made sense. And it's like, what does that even mean? See, now they're both off to this one side over here. Kind of bugs me. I feel like this is almost too dark, but I'm going to put hollow glitter on top. So I want to repackage this because I don't like it in this package. I'm going to put those like that. I could put some other purple underneath of the purple. That's probably what I'll do. Come on, go in. Please go in. Don't be difficult. This is my packaging. I just have a drawer full of like 200 or whatever over here. I'm trying to move it up so then I can... Don't want to be a pain in the butt. Okay. So I didn't really change the mix. I just added a strip from one of the same ones. And then I'll write this on the back so I remember. I can't even remember how to spell bomb, but I can remember how to spell glitter, because that makes sense. And I can leave this one in here. I have another strip of this in my, only one though. I mean, these are just much smaller. You see that, right? Plus they're only like that big. These ones, they're much smaller. And I'll seal those up. I think if I put this on, it's going to cover up a lot of that. So I think I'm just going to leave it alone. But I definitely would put it over this one. I wonder if I should add that in there so that it's there later. I probably won't use this right here. I'll use this one and this one. And that probably. So I won't even need that, I don't think, because I have this one now. But I guess I could put that strip in there just to have it in there. I don't know. I think I'll just remember. I can write it on the back. Or and I mean, I probably would remember. I thought to look for that today, but who knows? It could have been like a glitch. So I have other options. I could also do this one and this one with this and then these, because now I would put that on my pinky and that on this finger, and I could do another purple underneath of it or whatever. That would fit one strip. Okay. Wow, that does not focus well. Come on. It's very shiny. Okay, talk to you later.